Hola a todos, espero que estén bien. Ya terminamos con los midterms y en estas últimas semanas de la clase ustedes van a tener nuevos partners, okay? Please make sure that you guys go to groups on D2L and figure out who your new partner is, okay? For now, we're going to go to due dates to see what we have left, okay? You should have already received the feedback for your composition. I think I only have maybe just a few left, so if you haven't received it, you'll receive it by tonight. The feedback is in the quizzes section that you turned it in. So go there and look for it so that you can find the feedback. The final draft is due October 29th, which is next Sunday in a week from now before midnight. And we also have some VHL activities, so we'll be going over those, but I did want to go over with you guys what's expected of you for the final drafts in this compositions area. Okay, please note that the word count is 200 words, okay? So make sure that you guys are meeting that because some people turned in sometimes less than even 100 words. So you guys did get points taken off for that because the directions clearly state that it has to be at least 200 words. Okay, and I believe I talked about before that the rough draft needed to be also about 200 words because then you're turning in a final draft that you haven't received any feedback on because, or a portion of it at least, because you'll have to write, more than half of your composition completely new this week instead of getting feedback on what you've already written and seeing how you can improve. Okay, so the topic is talking about family members or friends. You're supposed to use ser and estar and regular verbs that end in AR. Okay, so just make sure that you guys are following that prompt as well. You should do a lot of description when you're talking about your friend or your family member. You should describe their physical personality or their physical traits, their personality, maybe talk about their career, if they have kids, how you know them, etc. Okay? In the final draft, this is very important. It says here, oops, I'll undo that. Make sure to highlight all of the changes you have made based on the feedback you received from the peer review. Okay? 10 points will be deducted from your final grade if you do not do this. Okay, so if you don't highlight the changes when you turn it into me on Word, then 10 points automatically gets deducted from your grade. Okay, the final draft is worth 50% of your composition grade. And one thing that I wanted to show you guys in Word was how to change the language. Get rid of this on Word so that you can have it in Spanish. Okay, so here's your composition and this is what it should look like, right? You guys shouldn't have anything in a Word document right now because it should have been in quizzes. So you'll go to no spacing, you'll make it Times New Roman size 12. Okay, you'll put the heading, so this will be your name here. Okay, you'll put the class, Spanish 101, the instructor, so you can just write Profesora Brock Gonzalez. You'll put the date. Today is just an example, 22 de octubre. Okay, that should all be single spaced. Then in the middle here, you'll put a title, and you'll go back down, and then you can start writing double spaced. Okay, so you can write, en este ensayo voy a escribir sobre mi padre porque es el mejor padre del mundo, right? Whatever you want to say. So if you see down here, it's already changed to Spanish because I started my essay in Spanish. But another thing that you can do is go here to review, language, set proofing language, and then you choose Spanish. Okay, mine's already on it, or one thing that you can do, because it gives you all these languages here, is just go down and find where it says Spanish. And there is one that I believe it's like Spanish US. So you can just change it to that, Spanish United States. Or if you have this down here, you can just click that, and that's how you can change the language. And what it's going to do is it's going to help you to figure out when do you need an accent mark, when do you need, when is something needing a revision, right? It'll let you know. So like here, it's telling me profesora, right? There's something there. Oh, I think this is because it's supposed to be in English. But if you keep going down and you keep writing more in your essay, for example, you could write something like mis padres están, and if you look, I didn't even add the accent mark. It added it by itself. Están in Ohio, or whatever. Okay, another way that you can put accent marks is you can go to Insert Symbol, More Symbols, and then you can find the accents in here so that you guys can have those uppercase and lowercase ones. If you have a Mac, it's a little bit different. I think you just have to hold down the key, like the different vowel to get it. Okay, so that's how it should look like. Okay, so that's for the compositions. The next thing that we have coming up is going to be our next presentation. That's not going to be due until November, but you guys should be thinking about it now to figure out what you're going to write about. It says, describe your daily routine. What time do you go to work? What classes do you have? Where, what do you eat? Make sure to use present tense, ER, and IR verbs, as well as stem changing verbs. Okay, so we're going to be getting into that. And the presentaciones are not going to be due until November 12th. Okay, so you guys still have a couple of weeks to start those, but remember by November 12th you'll have to turn that in, and that's going to be as well in VoiceThread like we've done before. Okay, so I have gone in and eliminated all the study groups so that you guys can start another meeting with your new partner. So you shouldn't have any more issues. I know a couple of you have already emailed me that you're not able to add a meeting, so you should be able to do that now. On the VHL activities this week, we are in Chapter 3. A lot of them are here in Estructura 3.4. Okay, you have to go over these tutorials. I'm also going to put a PowerPoint to discuss as well the things that you guys need to do for the week. One of the most important things that you guys need to look at is here, this list of vocabulary, because you're going to have an entire section that you're going to go through that's going to be talking about family vocab. Okay, there's another one. There's some other exercises here under escuchar. So here you're listening to the same audio, like to the same audio file, I think 3 different times, and each time they're going to be asking you different questions related to the audio. So it's a good way to just keep listening to it so that you can understand the information that's being presented. Okay, and then we have another one, I think it's here under Ecuador, that I wanted to show you guys. This one, ¿de qué aprendiste? Okay, so for this one, ¿de qué aprendiste under Ecuador? I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of information about this so that you guys don't have as many issues. So number 1, la ciudad más grande de Ecuador. The biggest city in Ecuador is, it gives you the options. La capital, the capital of Ecuador is. Okay, this one is some 4 million Ecuadorians speak dead languages, official languages, indigenous languages. Darwin studied the process of evolution in, it gives you the options. 2 important topics, dos temas del arte de, I think son la pobreza. Okay, so two important topics in the art of this artist are poverty and blank. Okay, injustice, solitude, family. A popular monument is La Sierra, is a perfect place for hiking, trekking, camping. This volcano is the most active volcano, the most active and tallest volcano in the world. Which one? Okay. Just to kind of help you guys with some of that vocabulary, if you do have any questions, please let me know for the week about VHL. I'm going to be uploading your guys' VHL grades. However, I have not been able to do that because VHL has not let me. I think there's just too many people on VHL today. So I have not been able to load my grade book at all. So please keep an eye out for your grades. I'm going to be doing that today.